Hey people, 5 Aces here, and it's time to take a nosedive into the rabbit hole that is the TGDL. That's right, we've got Tiberian Dawn competitively played now. What an awesome feature. And introducing our players, both with a lot of 1v1 experience. On the bottom left spawning as GDI, Borgmo. And his opponent, he is in black. Is it high? It's not high. It's Master. And this guy knows how to blast people. I have been Master Blastered on stream 2 times in a row by this guy. So definitely also proficient 1v1 player, especially in Tiberian Dawn. I haven't seen him play in RA, but such is the way of life. And immediately little scout prod poke and pride by Mr. Borgmo here. He's gonna scout nothing out of the ordinary. He's gonna find that the Humvee of Master is actually relocated. And also a little tidbit of information. He has scouted that his opponent is also spawned as GDI, because I think both just try to random. And here we're seeing a pincer maneuver. We're seeing the infantry close in onto the scouting Humvee, and there's gonna be Humvee follow-up, but both taking the shot at the same time, so this is at best gonna be a 1-for-1 trade. Nothing gonna come out of this. Yep, lucky lives to see another day, the Humvee. Maybe gonna get caught this time, nope. Alright, so what has the TGDL done for the meta? First off, we've seen that Humvees are busted. Sorry, not Humvees. APCs are completely busted and broken beyond belief. We've seen lots of we've seen lots of APC spam and nice mutual assured destruction. And I'm expecting this to continue. I'm expecting this trend to be prevalent in all of TGDL until someone offers a balance fix or patch, which might be necessary. I'm deeming it completely necessary at this point. We're seeing Borgmo, bit of a risky build, rushing out a light vehicle again. Weapons factory is online and it has not produced a harvest rate. Oh, sorry, completely forgot about the... There we go. Yeah, but there are 2 Humvees out for Master. Oh, this time, is he gonna get the 1v1 trade? He's got road advantage. Yikes! Okay, just turning in time, so a 1v1 trade despite being outnumbered. That's always pretty good. And Borgmo just macroing up here, going for a second harvester, nothing out of the ordinary. We're seeing lots of Humvees coming online. So the only prerequisite for APCs is a barracks. And I honestly don't see any reason why you would forfeit a barracks early on in favor of going Humvees, because Humvees are just the weaker cousin, like the limp-ass cousin of the APC. We're also seeing a nice wall-off. I think it stops Humvees, like not entirely sure, because TD is just not my forte compared to RA. And I don't know the crush class that APCs do have, but I think it stops them. Not entirely sure though. Is it classified as a light vehicle or a heavy vehicle? It's got heavy armor anyway. So yeah, we're seeing 3 Humvees again, but okay, seeing as the barracks is online, I'm expecting the APC production to be fired up shortly. Yep, barracks up for both now. And APC coming online for Master in just a couple seconds. So one of the problems is they are heavy armor. They cost 550. They can, yeah, that's what they do. Give me a big fat middle finger to everything that isn't heavily armored. And even against heavily armored light and medium tanks, APCs can stand their ground because they're so cheap to spam. You can like go for, I don't know, they're 550, so if you go for 10 APCs, you can easily crush like medium tanks. You can easily out-trade medium tanks and light tanks even, which is completely bogus and should be fixed, hopefully in the near future. Anyway, we're seeing Borgmo having a turret ready. He doesn't want to get caught off guard. But it doesn't look like either of the players are going to have any ambitions of moving out into the map early on. I think that's just Master taking his oil derrick. That's his enemy's oil derrick, but hey. Yeah, and many people just opt to go for the late oil caps nowadays because it's just so easy for the engineer to get sniped by just some random stray Humvee or something. And this already looks to be a sizable chunk of force. Probably gonna get reinforced with a couple of rocket soldiers. That's something that most TD players tend to do. In order to give them an edge in vehicle versus vehicle combat, you just load up a couple rocket soldiers into your APCs, and once the engagement starts, you just press the F key, and then you start focus firing. because then you're gonna have to deploy like 2 or 3 rocket soldiers deployed, and they're gonna absolutely swing the tide in your favor if there is any pure vehicle engagements without infantry support, which tends to happen. Just look at the games of CX Ganon, where he just spams out light Nord vehicles off of like 5 war factories. It's actually disgusting. Alright, so that's a sizable force. Look at this. Oil derricks have heavy armor, have like the highest HP in the game, I think around 1000. Look at how fast they're going down to freaking APCs. This is nonsense! This should be happening by all accounts. Okay, nice, loading them in again. This has however clued mastering as to the engagement that is about to take place. Yeah, he's doing the same here. This has just become a meta move. And I really like it. It just adds some nice little micromanagement flavor to the engagements, where if you forget to actually press the F key in time, you're gonna be in a world of hurt. Yeah, and see, even the rocket soldiers don't do as much damage as you would expect. Oh, that's a good set of crushes here. Trying to crush the rocket soldiers while simultaneously focus firing onto the enemy Humvees and APCs. Amazing. Really good trade so far. And oh, lots of grenadiers. So Borgmo is teched up, but he's not showing his hand yet because he hasn't opted for a single medium tank. Meanwhile, on the other hand, Master is just going for medium tank production. Here he's producing 50-50, so that's one of his war factories is producing the medium tanks, the other one is producing APCs. Oh, he's just switched over to double medium production. But I think this has been scouted by the lone rifleman here. So grenadiers are not gonna get very far. They're gonna get intercepted here, and that's basically their hard counter. As long as the APCs are being kept on the move, they shouldn't take a lot of damage at all versus grenadiers. Yikes. Good engagement for Master so far, but he's heavily outnumbered here. He's trying to close the gap here. He's trying to close the flanks. Okay, that's interesting. Problem is that there are more APCs and even medium tanks streaming in now that he has revealed the tier 2 tech. Yeah, oh, and all the rockets are being crushed. As soon as your rockets are down, there is basically no way you're gonna win that engagement. You have to pull back because your opponent is just gonna crush your rifles. Rifle soldiers don't do any damage to APCs. As you can see here. Nice little skirmish in the village. And a staggering victory for Borgmo, who has still retained most of his grenadiers. He's now gonna funnel all through here. That's a very bad spot to engage in. That's so bad. If there's an airstrike ready. Okay, 1 minute still. What? Iron cannon already. So Borgmo, off the back of this aggression, has just opted for tier 3. He's gone for the advanced communication center. He's gonna mine out very, very momentarily. Has to relocate his MCV, which is already in the makings. Taking some of that juicy blue tip. This is, by the way, not the best expansion you could take. This expansion has like 6 cells for blue tip growth, while... Let me see, where's the other one? This one is the one that has 9. Okay, second oil derrick going down. Gonna get traded away for a couple mediums. That's alright, in my books at least. I'm hearing some more gunfire here. Oh, that's why. Got my headphones on the other way around. That makes sense. Okay, if there's an airstrike here, then this army is toast. And with this playstyle, you have to be so good on the focus fire. You have to absolutely focus fire your opponent's vehicles with your vehicles, and leave the infantry to move clean up afterwards. Master has also relocated and not currently producing anything. There's an airstrike ready. Jeez, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna kill a lot of rockets. Ouch, that's like 5 rocket soldiers down. And again, another staggering victory for Borgmo. He's just pushing his way through here. He's gonna be at the Conyard very briefly. And there is nothing much left to fight for. 17 seconds on the airstrike for Master. He's just been that little bit behind, and it just has cost him so much. Not having an airstrike ready here. But he's stabilizing. Let's see, where's the focus fire going? Focus fire should be on the medium tanks here. Okay, Okay, gun turret coming online as well. So I think this engagement can still be won. It can still be taken. There is hope left after all for Master. All right, that's pretty well played here. Manages to focus fire most of the medium tanks down. Also getting a return kill here. Yeah. If he stabilizes here, he's in an okay spot. Needs to transfer his harvesters. Look at the harvester flock. Oh, there's an airstrike coming in, but I doubt it's gonna kill very much. It's got a very bad vector of approach. Literally the worst, and it gets nothing. Nothing at all. Jeez, okay, so we're having 3 medium tanks. I doubt this is gonna fight much. It's gonna maybe try and go for an eco raid, but hey, there's just not many targets. Oh, first mammoth tank coming online as well. Yikes. So, a lot of infantry pushing through. Master pulling back his rocket soldiers, but what he needs is more rifle infantry stat. Oh, the commando, the dreaded commando. Time to rock and roll, baby. Time to rock and roll. There we have it. Wow, this is just a pure slugfest. No tricks, no shenanigans, no underhanded engagements. Oh, the MCV is being chased away by... Oh, the iron cannon! Yikes! That was a perfect iron cannon, just obliterating 3 medium tanks. Like, this would have killed the MCV. There was nothing that could have safeguarded the MCV there. And on the other side of the map, the commando's still going strong. Yeah, there he is. The MCV is going down. GG being called. But you know what? Surprise, motherfucker! There's going to be a round 2, as is customary with all TGDLs or RHL matches. So yeah, see you in round 2.
Battle control terminated.
Alright, that's it. I fixed my headphones. Time for round 2. Production tab is online. There we go. We've got Master again as GDI. And what's Borgmo up to this time around? Yep, GDI as well. Just what I thought. APCs are just too broken to be ignored. And the only way to counter this is with Nod you can get a pretty big snowball rolling if you're just going for mass T0 vehicles, just mass recon bikes, mass buggies, and then you just harass your opponent's economy into submission, so that he can't get out anything anymore. That's pretty much the game plan here as Nod, but yeah, we're seeing GDI versus GDI anyway. A nice wall off from Borgmo again. So I guess they do protect versus APCs, so I haven't seen them crushed. Nice scouting run as well, sees that the infantry is completely out of position. And could go for a block as well. This is super annoying, especially in the early game. People have found out that blocking, you can easily block refinery pads and war factory pads in TD. And since vehicles are so cheap there, and so expendable, it's a super easy way and efficient way of just hampering your opponent's economy. Just an extra little bit. And I actually got KO'd in round 2. I lost the game. I didn't lose the best of 3, I just dropped the second game, but the second game was like, this guy's just rushing me with 3 Humvees, and he was blocking all my production facilities. I had no cash to build a guard tower, so it was just stonzo. So yeah, TD is very cutthroat compared to RA, but then again the competitive meta is just about to form, so it's like, it's just not as well established as RA is, in a sense. And it might still take a while until that takes off and, you know, all the good stuff. But that's why RHL is so great, TDGL is so great for the competitive events here. I also want to give a quick shout out. There's going to be a tournament by Lorry Driver in which I'm going to participate. It's going to be on the 10th of February. I'm going to put up an official announcement post, but for the time being. Borgmo just trying to find a window of opportunity here, but he's outnumbered. Oh, still manages to find the double kill. Mutually assured destruction, MAD. There we go. Master walling off with concrete barriers, that's a bit more expensive, but still nothing to write home about. I think it's like, yeah, it's just $100, maybe 200. I don't know. So yeah, even early game. And Borgmo going for the barracks. I'm expecting the Humvees, the APCs to come online anytime soon. Going for another refinery as well. There's Master. That's the first APC being produced. Engineer as well. So yeah, I was right about the late capture. That's something that is, yeah, it's just a cautionary tale. I've seen games played where someone was rushing 4 NGs and lost all of his 4 NGs. I think it was Blackett versus something versus Matt. Yeah, Matt, and Matt has lost like 4 NGs in the first minute. It's a bit more cutthroat than RA. Because in RA you always have like infantry to screen, you don't have to feed the early vehicle pressure, even if someone rushes a war factory, it's not going to be producing a ranger before 2:30. Whereas in TD, you know, with the starting units, it's always a bit of a gambit going for those early oil derricks. Let's see, he took 1 derrick so far. Yeah, just the one on the top left. I think these are too easy to get sniped. Okay, and we're having the first engagement. Prodding and prying. With a couple, obviously with a couple Humvees in the back lines. And he's outnumbered. Not a good fight here. Black needs to, sorry, Master. I was calling Black, because he's black. This is almost like high. It's almost high's favorite color. Oh, the comms error. That was a very unfortunate placement here, because this got scouted. And this is now a point of contention. This is something where your opponent might actually want to consider attacking. And against a proficient 1v1 player like Borgmo, it's just gonna clue him in as to where he should deploy his units. Yikes! Losing 2 rockets to unattentiveness. Ah, that's already punishing. Gun turret with the fucked up muzzle flash being deployed. Yeah, nothing too major here. And damn, despite having so many forces, Master is just being split up too much. He's being picked apart here. A nice focus fire onto the damaged vehicles. Yeah, so I'd say that's again in the favor of Borgmo. Alright, taking down another one, and now you can see that the riflemen or the minigunners are just not doing any damage. In come the 2 rocket soldiers. I think those are from the static loadout. Yeah, that's his original 2 rocket soldiers. Here's the force fire with the minigunners. But Jesus, it just can't stop this. This pain train is gonna run all over his... Look at how much damage 4 APCs are doing to Harvester. Well, there goes the Ecoline, I guess. This is already pretty punishing. Okay, the damage versus heavily armored units just needs to be cut down. Now I'm expecting a block. I'm expecting nothing short of a block. Yeah, there we go. That's the weapons factory being completely blocked off. Nothing can come out of this. Yeah. Okay, he's moving back. Nice micro. Master losing another APC, and what can he do at this point? He's frantically producing power plants because he's out of power. The comm center is not going to do him any good. I think he needs to sell it right there. And the advanced communication center is already on the way for Borgmo. First medium tank coming on as well. Oh my lord, the pain train just doesn't stop. It doesn't have any brakes. Yikes! Now you've got a couple APCs in your base, and they are demolishing the weapons factory and the power plant. This is just painful, okay? Game 1 was relatively even, but game 2, not so much. Not exactly what I would call even. Yikes! That's the only weapons factory being down. I don't see a way of a comeback here for Master. Short of a miracle. And the miracle is 2 minutes and 9 seconds off because the airstrike timer is has not progressed very much. And GG being called. The crushes are so good. Amazing play by Borgmo in game 2. Game 2 was just relentless. Game 1, more even. And a bit RNG based because the airstrike for Borgmo was fantastic. Took down a lot of rocket soldiers, took down the defensive lines, whereas the airstrike for Master just, yeah, RNGesus giveth, RNGesus taketh. And in this case, he just taketh a lot away from Master. Game 2, however, savage display from Borgmo, just showing him the strength of the APCs. As I've stated multiple times throughout this video, this might get nerfed. Don't expect this to work forever in competitive play. I would like to see it nerfed. Anyway, we're gonna cover some more TD in the near future, but also check out the RA tournament by Lorry Driver on 10th. I'm gonna stream it live as well. That's it for now. See you next time. 5 aces out. Insert catchphrase here.
Battle control terminated.